All right, we are back. Paprika is a spice often used in all sorts of cuisine, but there's more than just the one you get at the grocery store. And Milneck is here with Red Stick Spice Company. She joins us about 4 different types. Well, there are more, but you carry 4 different types.
Right. Right.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for coming in.
For sure.
We're going to have you in on a regular basis.
Yeah, once a month.
Because you can't talk about this enough.
No, you asked it the last time I was here, but we get this question all the time. Not only how do I use spices, but when do I use spices?
And paprika, I've got one in the pantry, and I think paprika deviled eggs and no taste.
And that's how my mother used it my entire childhood. That paprika has no taste and it just adds color to dishes, and it's not true.
Well, let's start with what is paprika?
Okay, so it's a pepper that gets dried and ground. So sweet, when you see sweet paprika, that just means it's not hot or spicy. And then there are hot peppers that get dried and ground into hot paprika. They can also be smoked. They put them in a smoker, dry them, grind them, and it's smoked paprika.
Now this is the hot smoke that you brought, and I tasted it, and it's not uncommon. It's not cayenne pepper hot. It's warm.
No, it's warm.
Comfortable hot.
It's warm, and so these smoked paprikas are where when people who grill come in, this is where we take them to the smoked paprikas.
Okay.
Add salt, pepper, granulated garlic to a smoked paprika, and you've suddenly just made a grilling blend. That's amazing.
We got to get Matt and Lee. You guys come over here. Matt is a master griller, and now you have what are we going to sample here? What do you have? Come on, come on.
All I did was I took potatoes. This is Papas Bravas. This is a classic tapas.
Spanish dish.
Yeah. So roasted potatoes. I took hot smoked paprika. It's in with a little mayo for a dipping sauce. All of that to illustrate that this is not for color.
Yeah.
This is for flavor.
Wow.
This is something that's going to give a big punch of flavor to a sauce.
Okay.
So, and also, if you have paprika in your cabinet, it's probably Hungarian.
I was going to ask you. I have one kind. But I haven't seen but one kind in the grocery store.
Right. So it's probably Hungarian, and if your recipe calls for paprika, you're in good shape. Go ahead and use that paprika, but if you want to branch out into these other flavors, this is where you want to go. Spanish paprika, Tex-Mex dishes, pot of chili, enchilada sauce. That's where I go for those types of dishes. But yeah, more than just one type of paprika, and I have nothing against deviled eggs. I love them, but it is for more than just sprinkling on top of deviled eggs.
Well, you're saying, and Matt would use these two for your master grilling.
I did last weekend.
You use paprika?
Well, yeah. Well, depending on what you put on the smoker, like for brisket, I'm pretty much a traditionalist. The salt and the pepper rub, that kind of thing. But if I'm doing ribs or a pork butt, a shoulder, that kind of thing, yes, it is that smoked blend that she's talking about. And paprika is always smoked paprika is always part of that blend. It has to be, because it is not just for the color. It adds a nice color depending on what you're doing, but you do find the flavor and you can taste it when it's all done.
Wow. And so then that goes to the when of how to use spices, which we get asked a lot. For your grilling, for proteins, you want to dry rub those as early as possible, day before if you
Overnight,
like salmon.
absolutely.
You do that. Oh.
For something that's more of a liquid environment, like a chili or an enchilada sauce, you're adding that at the beginning of the cooking process because you need time for that spice to bloom in that mixture. So you're not really using paprika to correct flavor at the end. That's what you use salt and pepper for.
That's good to know.
Unless you're cooking tilapia,
early in
then
that
you
pot
use
of chili.
nothing will help tilapia, but that's just me.
He's a tilapia hater.
No,
He
you're
doesn't
thinking,
like it.
I said I was making fish tacos this weekend,
Yeah.
and I was asked, what and tilapia holds up pretty well to grilling and then chopping. It holds up well. You don't like? Look, you had some good seasoning.
I love
Any fish
flounder.
is good.
I don't have a problem with the bottom feeders or whatever. I love
Catfish, you like
flounder.
the catfish?
Love catfish.
Catfish tacos are great. Look, am I crazy? Tilapia is pretty good too.
it's delicious.
Taco.
Yeah, holds up well, great for a fish taco.
There you-
Yeah.
See? Talk to
Done.
the pro.
You just need to try it.
Okay. All right.
She said it.
Yeah.
Ann said it.
Matt asked me, how do you like your tilapia? I'm going to bring you some. I said, I don't like tilapia.
Sure did.
Fine, I ain't feeding you.
But so this makes sense to you, a master griller.
No, I'm not. I'm still. You
Yes,
learn
you
every
are.
day. Yeah, the mistakes you can also eat, which are great.
Yeah.
But no, it's something I love to do. My wife and I cook every Sunday for the week ahead. I love doing it. I'll cook over the weekend, certainly on the grill. So this kind of thing is. I'd like it to be more in my wheelhouse. I love making the mistakes. I love to learn. And this is what a great place you have over there.
Thank
It
you.
really is.
Thank you.
Give us the location again.
Red Stick Spice, 660 Jefferson in Mid-City. Also, go to the website, recipes, search bar, type in paprika, and all the recipes will populate that use paprika.
Tilapia, I'll try it. She may have a tilapia recipe I might like.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Thank you guys. We'll be right back. This is good.
It is good.